They fight over who has the best looks. It's the Hoppe and SuperRICH show.
So there's some breaking news at WNUR. Everyone knew it, but Kevin Durant. We're not going to talk that much about sports because I don't know that much. Let me turn on this song real quick. We'll play some more Drew the Artist later. But there's breaking news. Kevin Durant wins his first MVP, and it's very interesting, Ryan.
Where did that come from?
Let me check here.
I was just sort of curious what news.
Sports Illustrated report.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's not like it's some swag account results.
Yeah,
NBA News, NEWZ.
Right, or like NBA rumors or something. Yeah.
I never trust that. And people on Facebook actually
sites.
source it. I wait till it's done by Adrian Wojnarowski or Kurt Helin, who will be coming on the show real soon.
That's definitely a reliable source.
Yeah, but I think once he found out that he won MVP, because the report became official during like the second period of the game, and that was when they were down by like 10 or 9 to Memphis, and all of a sudden he had that three when they were up like 63-54 or something like that going into halftime. Or it was like 63-59, I think. But all of a sudden Kevin Durant took over, is my greater point.
Right.
And I think that happened because they told him, you won MVP. You don't
or because he is the MVP and he's playing
but
like
it was just kind of coincidental. I think they told him in the huddle, you won MVP.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't count it out for sure.
I think it's official. They probably told him. You don't think they checked their phones during it? The word got out.
How mad is LeBron going to be that he didn't win MVP now?
Probably not that mad. He has his eye on the ring.
I don't know. He's been talking about how he should have won Defensive Player of the Year the last 2 years and stuff. I don't know.
Do you want to win every award? Comeback Player of the Year?
You've already won 2 rings, going on a 3rd ring. You know, you don't need all those awards. I mean, sure, it's nice to have them, but...
I'm not trying to pull out the Michael Jordan card, but do you think Michael complained to the media about that?
Nope. Not at all.
Another thing about LeBron, real quick, before we get back to Donald Sterling. Did you see those commercials? I retweeted something about Sports Pickle. Let me get the tweet. It's really funny. About the LeBron James app.
Yes, I saw that commercial.
I'm never downloading that. Here's the Sports Pickle tweet. I love Sports
Is that only for Sprint? By the way the commercial seemed like, it sounded like it was only for like Sprint users or something.
Yeah, it's like this LeBron James app. You get to find out the latest on LeBron James.
Yeah.
Like, if that's not hard enough, because the Sports Pickle on Twitter, their tweet was the LeBron app. Finally, a way to get information on LeBron James. I mean, it's not like you turn on LeBron Center every night at 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Central. You can turn on ESPN any time of the day and you'll find out about LeBron James. Why do you need an app for that?
Breaking news, LeBron James eats shredded wheat for breakfast.
Breaking news, LeBron James made all his free throws during practice.
Yay.
Is LeBron James on the Mount Rushmore of players?
Who's better, LeBron or Michael? They always have that debate every, month.
Or, who's better, LeBron or Kevin Durant? And before we go to break, I'm going to play Sarah Spain freaking out during Behind the Numbers.
Yeah, you showed me that earlier in the week.
Numbers.
Yes.
Sarah Spain, who's from ESPN Chicago, one of my favorite local sport analysts, she freaked out because they were talking about the Knicks. Yeah, she is hot. And they were talking about she's freaking out because she was mad that they're talking about the Knicks and the Knicks are out of the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't be talking about non-playoff teams.
Ugh, I hate ESPN. But let's get off that topic.
Let's get to something fun.
Yeah.
Something that ESPN has covered heavily, too.
Of course.
A prayer group, well, not this particular story, though, but a prayer group holds a vigil of compassion for Donald Sterling, the racist former owner of the Los Angeles Clippers.
I have hated this man since 2006. I hated him before it was cool to hate him. Because he discriminated against blacks, Mexicans, and people with kids when he was a tenant owner.
Right.
And not just that, but I visited Los Angeles in 2008, and we drove through downtown Los Angeles, and I had my uncle park on the side because I saw his headquarters, and I took pictures, and people that were working the front desk were looking at me weird, why are you taking pictures of the sign? It was Donald Sterling Enterprises.
Yeah.
He's
also the before he got
caught,
released of all his duties. He was the longest owner. He had owned the team since the 1980s.
Longest tenured loser until they drafted
longest tenured
Blake Griffin.
Yeah, until they drafted Blake Griffin, started
and
turning
got
it
Chris
around.
Paul. The Lakers should have got Chris Paul, but that trade got vetoed.
I'm sure Donald Sterling was behind the J.J. Redick trade. Only white guy on the team.
Him and Hito Turkoglu.
We have to have J.J. Redick. Although he had a hell of a game last night, though. He
God
did.
damn it.
And I hate him, but he did. So anyway, the prayer group is asking the public to show compassion towards Donald Sterling and pray for racial healing.
I could see prayer groups doing this. You're not praying for him. You're just praying that he'll heal as a person and make it into heaven and not purgatory. I can see where it's coming from, but
Yeah.
all these people who freak out about it, if someone wants to waste their time on earth praying for Donald, then let them do it. People are getting so mad over this on Twitter. I'm like, calm down. Like, if you want to waste their time doing that, let them do that.
Yeah.
Praying's kind of creepy. I'm not really atheist, but like,
Not really in the whole praying thing.
yeah, like my mom would go to
It's not going to change anything.
yeah, like my mom, well, maybe, but I don't know.
Change, you actually have to do something other than just thinking. You
Yeah.
actually have to make actions to have
I
things
mean,
change, right?
I get that praying gives you that like thing of hope. But my mom would go to these prayer meetings and they would do this like Catholic thing where they pray in tongues. Or like, it was weird. I was creeped out in first grade. They're like,
I have never seen that,
me see if I
and
can get a YouTube
my
video of
dad's
that.
side of the family is highly Catholic, and I've never heard of that, but I'm scared to hear it. But
read some more about
yeah,
Donald.
well,
and
I'm starting the article now.
before we go to break, I'm gonna get this praying in tongue
All
thing.
right. It says, pray for Donald Sterling. Great opening to the article. This is a message that D.C. activist Rocky Twyman and his religious movement, Pray at the Pump movement, known for pushing for lower gas prices.
Yeah.
Come on. They have his religious movement
my
is
bad.
called Pray at the Pump movement, known for pushing for lower gas prices.
God.
What a weirdo. Are asking to give censured Clippers owner a second chance. Yes. Because everyone deserves a second chance,
He's also
right?
80. He's about to die.
Is he going to pull a Joe Paterno and die like a month after controversy? Oh, I've gotten so sick.
Joe Paterno let himself die. I
Joe
believe that.
Paterno, yeah, he's like, God, just please kill me. As civil rights groups and angry fans protested Sterling in the wake of the scandal, 4 people from the group held a prayer vigil on Thursday at the Washington Wizards headquarters in Washington, D.C.
What the hell?
What are they doing at the Wizards headquarters?
That has nothing to do with him. It's not even the same like league or what's it called.
They're never going to meet up in the finals, I know that. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, they're not in like the same division as what I meant. Why are you at Washington Wizards?
Well, because this is from D.C., but I guess they go to the Washington Wizards headquarters.
Makes no sense.
I wonder if John Wall was in the middle of that praying. The message, give Sterling a second chance. That's the name of the message. This man did something terrible, but we are not God, and we should not be judging him, said Twyman, who was black, in an interview with that. It's a little surprising to find out that this guy's black, isn't it?
Well, that's like the 1%. Essentially like the 0.01%. Every black person
Pretty
hates
much.
him.
Less
This
than
is-
that.
Yeah, this is that black guy that like watches like Scandal when he goes home, like the anti, like he probably hates.
This is the
Tyler
one black
Perry.
guy that watches Fox News, I guess. I don't know. The group invited people from all faiths to stop by and sign their Book of Compassion for the Sterling family and Book of Racial Healing.
That same black guy would be the same guy who would listen to like country music, and his favorite show would be like Downton Abbey.
Downtown Abbey. Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's actually Downton, not downtown.
Yeah, it's Downton.
Yeah,
Something like
it's a
that.
horrible show.
I've never seen it.
My mom watches that. It's
I believe
terrible.
my mother also watches
Every
it.
mom
yes.
watches Downton Abbey.
Hey, it's a show for mothers. The prayer group contacted Donald Trump, of all people, to see if he can arrange a time to meet with Sterling and his family in a time of prayer,
I hate
according to
Trump.
Twyman.
Trump's the guy that always has to be a part of everything.
I'm going to run for president. Doesn't.
He did it for publicity.
I'm going to buy the Clippers.
He's such
Won't.
a publicity whore. He does everything for attention and nauseates me. Absolutely nauseates me. He had that thing where he was trying to sue Mac Miller because Mac Miller had
Really?
a song called Donald Trump. Shut up.
I mean, yeah, I think he's kind of funny sometimes.
He's
and
not
I,
funny. He irritates
And I liked
me.
his show, The Apprentice. I watched that
hate
until
The
it got
Apprentice.
stupid and they kept doing Celebrity Apprentice. That
And they
was
had
dumb.
like
Gary Busey on there. Like, what the hell are you doing on there?
that was kind of funny actually.
No, he is. He's a character. I like Gary Busey.
I love his
Pretty
commercial.
fun. Yeah, find Gary Busey. He's just staring at the TV.
He's talking to his lap.
I feel like that's more true than people think. He probably did do that at one point.
Dude, he was on coke. Like I don't think he's all there. Look at his eyes. He looks
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
All right, so what else is happening?
The
in
group
article?
said in a press release that they, quote, expect to be ridiculed and booed for promoting the the biblical principles for forgiveness and compassion for those who fall from grace.
You know what? I'm
I don't
actually
know what
kind
any
of
of
cool
that
at
means.
this. Like, Christian people believe in forgiveness. They believe in purgatory where you can redeem yourself. Why are people surprised by this? Like, Christians are nice people. Like, I don't know where the anger's coming from. You know what I mean? Like,
Right,
why
right.
do you care that much? Like, that's what's wrong. Everybody wants to agree. Like, we live in this new society where we have to all agree. We can't have a difference of opinion.
Nope.
That's what makes us special. That's what makes us individual humans. We all have different opinions. Why do you care if one church is going to waste their time praying for Donald Sterling? How does it affect you at all in life? Like,
I don't know.
these people just love being outraged. It's a new positive. It's the new thing that Americans do. They love being outraged. ESPN loves bringing outrage. TMZ loves bringing outrage.
Speaking of ESPN, real quick, Chris Broussard should not be an ESPN reporter.
He's an absolute abomination.
Shouldn't be anywhere.
He's an absolute joke.
I completely agree, and he is just a. I mean, he's a tool. He's definitely an idiot.
Read this tweet from Billy, who works on the Brother Weed Show, one of my good friends on Twitter. What does this say? I'm laughing too hard.
It says, were they praying for Sterling at Wizards headquarters because he'd make a good grand wizard for the KKK? Good point. So let's go on with what the article
Great
says.
tweet.
The article's almost done, guys.
Yeah.
To make amends for his alleged wrongdoing, Twyman believes Sterling should donate some of his wealth to help the poor and homeless in Los Angeles. Well, I do
fair.
agree with that.
That's
yeah,
fair.
yeah, I agree with that. The PAPM religious movement, which is the let's see, what was the official name for that? The Pray at the Pump movement. Yes, because we all want lower gas prices, and praying about it's going to help. The PAPM religious movement began in 2008 when the group pled for divine intervention to lower gas prices. The group maintains that prayer is the answer to every problem in life.
No, it's not. I think it'd be more effective going door to door, like saying, "Can you sign this petition to get
Oh
lower?"
God, those people are annoying though.
Or they're at the local library. I'll sign it. Because it's like to bring down politicians. I know it's not going to happen, but I sign it just to be nice.
Just to put your name out there.
Because they're
That's
so
one of those people.
awkward. They're, like, you can't say no to them.
Right. And here's a quote from Twyman. We want to show him that prayer is more powerful than money, Twyman said. After the revelations of an audio recording that an MBA said was Sterling's voice making racist remarks, the Los Angeles chapter of the NAACP revoked his lifetime achievement honor that he was slated to receive next month, which is really, really funny.
Like, why was he going to win an NAACP award?
Of all people, the biggest racist in the world is going to win a NAACP award for his great community work.
I would get if it was someone like Mark Cuban. Like, if this came out that Mark Cuban was racist, or who's that family that owns the Yankees?
The Cashmans? No, he's a general manager.
No,
I don't know
the,
who owns Steinbrenner.
Yeah. If it was some type of big owner like that was caught being racist, I would get it then. But Donald has been accused of being racist back in 2006.
Right, and no one seems to care. Everyone's just like, oh, he's a racist. Well, he's had a history of racism, people.
That's one of the main reasons why I hate the Clippers. There's a few reasons why I hate the Clippers. Number one, they're flopping. Number two, cool. You donk. It was cool back in 2012 when you're an up-and-coming team. It was cool back in 2011.
Lob City!
When, yeah.
We all love Lob City, right?
Yeah,
No, I've always hated the Clippers.
I'm sick of it. I actually liked it back in 2011 when Blake Griffin was a rookie. It was cool. But now I'm sick of it. When Golden State couldn't guard them and there's the lobs, Kevin Harlan's going crazy. I love Kevin Harlan's announcing, but he's going crazy. Like, DeAndre Jordan throws it down. That's all DeAndre Jordan can do is dunk and miss free throws, but make them sometimes in the clutch. What do you expect from this team? It gets old.
I know.
Second thing that annoys me about the Clippers real quick, their fan base, the way they cheer when a three's made at the top of the key, it just reminds me that they're all Laker fans that want to watch some type of playoff basketball.
Yep.
They all have those dumb cheers. Clipper fans are a bunch of fair-weather imbeciles out there.
Just like most Los Angeles sports.
Oh, it's nauseating. Why aren't you rooting for the Kings? They were so into the Kings for about 6 weeks when they won the Cup 2 years ago, and now they don't care, even though the Kings and the Anaheim Ducks are in the playoffs. I told my dad today, that's like that's a playoff series between the two biggest fan bases, or two biggest fair-weather fan bases.
Yep.
The Anaheim Ducks and the Los Angeles Kings.
Oh, man.
Imagine the rivalry that goes on outside the game. Yo, you want to smoke a blow, man? Like, that would bring in no fights. Like, there's no separation. Like, Anaheim's not that far from Los Angeles.
Right.
And the third reason why I hate the Clippers, David Stern knew that Donald Sterling was racist.
Yeah.
It was known in the 80s. And people have known it and have thrown it under the rug. So I never want to hear people applaud Adam Silver. Adam Silver worked behind David Stern. He knew he was racist. The only reason he suspended him was because there was that outrage and he was forced to, and it would help his reputation. Do you think him working behind David Stern, he didn't know that he was racist? He's been there forever. He was there in 2006 when Donald Sterling was a tenant owner, and he wouldn't let blacks, Mexicans, and people with families move into the apartments. You don't think Adam Silver somehow overlooked that and no one saw it, Super Rich? No. Adam Silver's been there forever. So don't try to applaud him like he's some new humanitarian.
And I mean, he's just following the NBA bylaws. He gave him the maximum thing, which any owner would have given him, or like any commissioner would have done something like that.
I just don't get it.
You know, he's not like special for doing that. And like all these people have like him as like his profile picture, as like the profile picture. It's like, come on.
They have that one thing, that new logo that the NBA's making money off of. So they're making money off of racism. It's We Are One, and every team has that as their picture.
Yes.
You make money off of that. Dan Silvio tweeted that. They're making money off of We Are One. This dumb logo. What the hell? You're making money off of that.
Yeah.
I'm done. Quit applauding them like they're doing something. He knew about it forever.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, he did know that he was racist. And
he was the same coward.
And now David Stern, since he's not the commissioner, he doesn't have to say a damn thing.
I know.
He can just hide behind now.
Like the little crony, little douchebag you are, David Stern. Ugh. I mean, I swear to God, it pisses me off. All right, portions of WNUR's programming may be inappropriate for younger and more sensitive, uptight listeners. WNUR 89.3 FM, Evanston, Chicago, Northwestern University believes this material to be artistically and culturally significant. We will play this music and talk radio between the hours of 11:30 p.m. and 6 a.m. when we get up on out of here. Call the show, Ryan. What's the number? I just lost it. I'm kidding.
847-866-9687, 847-866-WNUR.
And what's your Twitter handle? People want to tweet at you in real time.
You can tweet at me at Ryan Stuprich, STUPRICH.
I'm at Hoppe Radio 893, and the show's Twitter handle is Hoppe_SuperRICH. All right. We're going to come back and talk about some food porn.
Yum.
What does it say before?
My two favorite things.
Food and and sometimes it's both in the same video. Hey.
Oh, no.
That was a little
Never
edgy.
again. It says a restaurant wants diners to create food porn. This is in South Africa, too.
Hell yeah. And if you want to call the show and request a song from the 2000s or anything you want to hear us play before we go to break, 847-866-WNUR. All right, here's a song from 2006, back when Top 40 was actually good and they mixed in hip-hop and it wasn't just sync. What's the word I'm looking for?
Wait, what are you talking about?
I have no idea.
I'm sorry.
This is back when Top 40 music
listening.
was good. That's my point. It's Paula Deonda with Doing Too Much on WNUR 89.3 Much. We'll be right back. Hang on.
The Hoppe and SuperRICH Show.